Today we will take up problem number 3, page number 35 in the question bank. Suresh and Shankar are partners in a firm sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 1:1. So two partners are there. They are sharing profits and losses equally. 1:1 is equal. Their balance sheet as on 31/3/2017 as follows. So look at the asset side. You are going to find cash at bank. You have to remember this bank, underline the bank. So instead of cash account, we'll open a bank account. All entries remain same. Wherever cash is there, we make it as bank. Then we have stock. Look at the debtors. In the last class, we have created PBD, remember? So debtors 40,000 and already existing provision for doubtful debts is there at 2,000 rupees. So debtors good amount is good debtors is 38,000. Remember, debtors means amount to be received from customers, that is 40,000. Provision for doubtful debts means 2,000 rupees may not be received from customers. So doubtful, may not be received. So 38,000 is the good debtors. Next, furniture, machinery, building, patents. Patents is an intangible asset. Coming to the liabilities side, you have creditors. Creditors is goods purchased on credit by the business or services taken by the business on credit. So business is supposed to pay to the suppliers of goods and service, that is creditors as well as bills payable. Both are almost same. The document will be there. Bill of exchange, that is bills payable. Both are liabilities. Reserve fund, old profit to be divided among Suresh and Shankar. Then you have capital accounts of Suresh and Shankar. Then you have profit and loss account. So at the end of a year, business prepares profit and loss account to find out the profit or loss. So here they have found 30,000 rupees profit, not divided among the partners. They have kept the profit in the business only. They have not shared it. So even that 30,000 belongs to Suresh and Shankar only, because they were the two partners running the business, taking care of the business, invested in the business. So reserves will also go to Suresh and Shankar. Profit and loss account appearing on liabilities side, that 30,000 is called as surplus. Surplus is nothing but net profit. That also to be divided among Suresh and Shankar. Next paragraph, on 1st April 2017, they admit Jagadish as a new partner for 1/4 share in the future profits on the following terms. So there are 4 terms and conditions. In the first one, there are 2 parts. Jagadish should bring in cash 50,000 rupees as his capital and rupees 25,000 towards goodwill. So he is getting cash for capital, cash also for goodwill. B, depreciate machinery by 10%, decrease in asset. C, increase provision for doubtful debts by rupees 4,000. Underline the word by. Remember, there is already 2,000 rupees provision, that is 2,000 rupees may not be received. Now they are saying another 4,000 rupees will be doubtful, may not be received from customers. So by is the word you have to remember. Increase means loss will increase. Remember, doubtful debts is a loss. So provision for doubtful debts is a provision against the loss, possible loss. Underline the word increase, underline the word buy. Buy means same 4,000 is a loss. New loss is 4,000. Already loss of 2,000 expected. Now at present, at the time of admission of the partner, 4,000 is expected to be another loss. Next, buildings are revalued at 1,20,500. This is a new value. It should come in the new balance sheet. We have to check the old balance sheet value, and we have to check building value increased or building value decreased. Prepare revaluation account, partners capital accounts, and a new balance sheet of the firm. This is a problem, 12 marks one. So first we have to start with always the revaluation account, the first account. If this account goes right, then your other transactions entered in different accounts will be right. If revaluation goes wrong, entire problem will go wrong. So you have to be very careful about the adjustments connected to revaluation account. So let us see now revaluation account. Adjustment, not the A, connected to B, C, and D. Depreciate machinery by 10%. Machinery is 15,000. Remember, decrease in asset to be taken on the debit side. It is a loss because asset value decreases. It is going to be a loss for the business. To machinery account, 15,000 is there. 10% is reduced. So 1,500 rupees is the loss from decrease in the value of machinery. Next, increase provision for doubtful debts by 4,000. I told you to underline by. I told you to increase. So increase in liability, or I can say PBD is like a loss, I told you. So loss is increasing. So debit side, provision for doubtful debts is an expansion. 4,000 rupees is a new loss possible on debtors. PBD is provision for doubtful debts, PBD or PDD. Okay. Next, buildings are revalued at 1,20,500. Look at the balance sheet value. It was only 92,000. Now the new value is more. That means there's an increase in the value of asset. So increase in the value of asset comes to credit side. It is a gain for the business, benefit for the business. So present new value 1,20,500 minus old value in the balance sheet 92,000. The difference we have to take it 28,500. Let me check once. Yeah, perfect. 28,500. So we have only three adjustments, B, C, and D connected to revaluation. So I have taken all the three. So I can go for totaling. If I see credit side is more, I am taking the value, the total to the debit side. So 28,500 is the value. So I have to find the difference between 28,500 and the two entries on the debit side. 5,500 I have to minus. If I minus, I will get 23,000 rupees as a difference. That difference is nothing but revaluation this is the balance amount. This is revaluation profit because gains are more, losses are less. So it is a profit to be shared among the partners to Old partners capital accounts. Two partners name Suresh 23,000 multiplied by 1 by 2, that is going to be 11,500. Same for Shankar, both are equal partners, remember. So 11,500, 11,500. This is the revaluation account. It will carry around 2 marks, but not about the marks. It is about the accuracy. Next, we have to get into the two entries connected to one capital, other one connected to goodwill. Please read carefully. Jagdish should bring cash rupees 50,000 as capital. The entry for that, I will tell you. First one, cash account debtor to Jagdish capital account. Instead of cash, because we have bank here, as I told you, instead of cash, I will take it as bank. So he is getting 50,000 rupees. For capital. So journal entry for capital brought in by new partner. I made an entry. First part of it. The second part of it is 25,000 towards goodwill. 25,000 towards goodwill. So again, cash has been brought in. So when goodwill brought in cash by the new partner, the first journal entry is going to be cash account debtor to new partner. Instead of cash, it is bank here. Shankar's capital account. So being amount brought by new partner as premium, or we can call it as goodwill. Another name for premium is goodwill. Another name for goodwill is premium. This 25,000 to be transferred to old partners because they are going to sacrifice their profit to the new partner. So that amount has to be shared. You can see why I am debiting Shankar's capital account, because Shankar capital account is credit here. To close Shankar's capital account, I have to debit here. So one debit, one credit gets closed, and whatever the money that has been received through bank, it will stay in bank, but the share will go to partners capital. Remember? So read the entry here. Being goodwill brought in by new partner, distributed to the existing partners in their sacrifice ratio. You may be wondering, sacrifice ratio is not given in the problem. Old ratio itself will be the sacrifice ratio. I'll calculate and show you later. So here, Shankar's capital account, 25,000. Remember, I am debiting now. Now I have to divide that among the partners equally. 12,500 and 12,500 equal because the sacrifice ratio is equal. So this entry, you may be asking, sir, is it necessary? You may not write in the exam, not necessary, but to make you understand I am writing. If you are able to make the entries properly, more than sufficient. Journal entry to be not to be written, it is only for understanding. Coming to the combined partners capital account, the second account to be prepared, I have 3 columns because 3 partners are there. So first, always we have to start with the opening balance brought down, that is the value from the balance sheet. Capital account value of Suresh 60,000, Shankar 40,000. Liabilities, both are on the liabilities side. Liabilities shows credit balance. So for 60,000 and 40,000. That is the first step, always first step. Next, we have to look for, do we have any reserve fund on the liabilities side? Reserve fund is the fund created out of profit by the old partners. Now, new partner is coming, so they are going to share that. 15,000 is there. That 15,000 rupees has to be divided among partners in 1:1 ratio. That will be 7,500, 7,500. So first step is capital account value. The second step is reserves. It can be in general reserve, reserve fund, investment fluctuation fund, like that. Different names may be therein. Next is we have to look for any P&L account. P&L is on the liabilities side. Remember, I told liabilities side means net profit. So we have to make an entry here by profit and loss account. We call it as credit balance. Rupees 30,000 in 1:1 ratio. That is profit and loss sharing ratio. It's a profit we are sharing here. So I written as credit balance. I can also write it as profit. So I have shared that among the partners, old partners only. Remember, it belongs to them only. The next is revaluation balance. Remember, it is on the debit side, two partners capital account, two becomes by revaluation account. I have written there for you to understand revaluation profit. It comes opposite side, remember. Whichever side balance is there in revaluation account, opposite side that 11,500 will come or the balance will come. So debit to credit here. Remember, opposite side. Then after these three, next comes whatever you have done just now entry. One is for capital, one is for goodwill. So remember, here again, instead of cash, I told it is a bank. How much money he is getting, the new partner is getting for the business in the form of capital plus goodwill to be entered here. So that comes to 75,000 brought in by Jagdish. Remember, so then 25,000 rupees is the goodwill. 25,000 is the goodwill from Shankar. It goes to Suresh 12,500. It goes to Shankar 12,500. So in a way, Suresh receiving from Jagadish 25,000 rupees. Again, like reserve, we have to divide 1:1. 12,500. Now it is a profit for Suresh and Shankar, but for Jagdish it is a loss kind of a thing. So here we have to show here how much money is given by Jagdish to Suresh. So in a way, Jagdish is giving to Suresh 12,500. It will less from his account. Jagdish is giving to Shankar 12,500. Remember, entry, it will be, one second, I had done a small mistake here, is Jagadish capital account. I written Shankar both times. New partner is Jagadish. Yeah, sorry. Jagdish capital account debtor to Suresh and Shankar. So that's what here. Jagdish capital account debtor to Suresh to Shankar. That is the one. So this 12,500 and 12,500 will go to Suresh and Shankar. So this is the one usually you have to be careful. Goodwill, how to divide among partners. So entry for goodwill, entry for capital is done. So we have to go for totaling. Credit side total is more for both the partners. Check the totals once. Right or wrong. And then we have to go for balancing. Jagdish is having 25,000 given to partners. So his capital will remain in his account. 50,000 is the capital, it will remain. 25,000 is already given to partners in the ratio. Check the total ones carefully. Yeah, proper. So this now balance, which is called as closing balance carried down, that has been obtained by balancing the account credit minus debit. Credit side minus debit side total. So that will become to opening balance brought down. That should be transferred to the new balance sheet later. Coming to the cash account, see, cash account here it is called bank account because it is given as cash at bank in the problem. Look at the cash at bank value in the balance sheet. It is given as 30,000 rupees. So asset shows debit balance. You may be wondering why I am taking here two opening balance brought down. It is because asset shows debit balance two side. This capitals were liabilities, so opening balance was buy side, that is the credit side. So that is the difference you have to remember. Next, who has got the money to the business? Jagdish capital account. He is getting, remember, 50,000 plus 25,000 is getting to the business. So total money he has got is 75,000 rupees to the business. So this 75,000 to be entered on the debit side. Then we can go for balance of cash account. How much cash is there in the business can be known from this. When you're doing a new balance sheet, new value of bank account will be 1 lakh 5,000 rupees. So 1 lakh 5,000 debit. I'll enter on the credit side, same total. I will balance. So by closing balance will be 1 lakh 5,000. Then the same total will be becoming opening balance 1 lakh 5,000. So that has to come in the balance sheet cash at bank as 1 lakh 5,000. So that is new balance sheet on 1/4/2007, the new partner, after entering the new balance sheet to be prepared, now we have to go for old balance sheet and we have to revise the values therein. So asset side, cash at bank I have taken, instead of 30,000, I have taken 1,05,000, because we got to know here the value of the bank balance have increased. Then stock 25,000 is there. No adjustment for stocks. Remember, we have not done any adjustment. Stock value remains same, 25,000. Next, debtors 40,000 as it is. But remember, the PBD has changed. Old one was 2000. The new one is 4000. So provision for doubtful debts has become more, That is, you can see here, PBD, PDD, provision for doubtful debts was 2000. Now the PDD is 4,000, increase by 4,000. That is the meaning of this given in the problem. See here, increase provision for doubtful debts by 4,000. So this is the meaning they had told. Increase this, that becomes 6,000. To make it 6,000 here, old is 2, new is 4. That's why we are taken in the revaluation account therein. Next, furniture. We don't find any new value for that. Old one as it is, 10,000. Next one, machinery. Machinery value 15,000. Look at the revaluation, you'll come to know. When you go back, machinery we have depreciated by 1,500. So decrease in asset, remember. So this decrease in asset will be shown here. 1,500 less depreciation. After depreciation, it becomes, that is the machinery value becomes 13,500. Then we have buildings. Buildings, we have a new value, remember, 1,20,500. That is the new value to be shown in the balance sheet. So, but we have to go for old value first, 92,000. Add appreciation. See, the appreciation value is there in the balance sheet. There's a difference of increase. Increase is appreciation. This amount, 28,500, is the new addition to the value of buildings. So new closing value of building is 1,20,500. Next, after building, patents 20,000. No adjustment for patents. As it is, outer column. So any adjustment is there, that should come in the inner column. Otherwise, it has to go to the outer column. So asset side completed. Next, we have to go to creditors. Bills payable from the liabilities side. No change in the value of creditors and bills payable. I will take it as it is. Bills payable 45,000. 40 and 45. Reserve fund should not be taken. because reserve fund we have divided here among the partners. So that is closed, that account is closed, that will not come in the new balance sheet, that is shared among the partners. Then capital account, Suresh and Shankar, along with that one more person is there now. So Suresh, Shankar, Jagadish, three partners. We have to take the closing values or opening value, both are same. One lakh 6,500, 86,500, 50,000. So we have to take all these three values from the capital accounts itself. Next, we have one more in the old balance sheet, profit and loss account. That profit and loss account also we have divided among the partners. Remember here, by profit and loss account we are divided. So it won't also come in the new balance sheet. So from the balance sheet, we have made all these entries, but we have to check always once revaluation account, whether we have taken all the entries in the balance sheet. Buildings entry we have taken, machinery we have taken, PDD we have taken. So all the three entries are done in the balance sheet. PDD, machinery, building, all the three entered. So then we can go for totaling on both the sides. If it is equal, your problem is correct. Add all the outside value, what is there on the asset side, what is there on the liabilities side, you'll come to know the total. You can check once. It is showing for me 3,28,000. That shows the balance sheet is same. So if it is like this, you'll get full marks. That is 12 marks for you.